Cool. Okay, I think we'll get started. I'm sure we'll get a couple more participants joining us in just a minute. But this session will also be made available to everyone who has registered. So welcome. My name is Hannah Walker. I'm the Deputy Executive Director at RSB, and I'm very pleased to have you here as we introduce the 2025 RSB Transition Leaders Awards, sponsored by Airbus. This brief session will allow us to walk you through the awards and how to take part in this global celebration of sustainability leadership. So thank you for joining, and we hope that you get lots of information in a brief call. So what we'll cover today on this session, we're going to give a very quick overview of the awards and why we created them. We'll show you the award categories and what we're looking for. We'll talk about what the winners will receive. We're going to discuss the full timeline and judging process. We'll give you a run through of how to submit your entry, and then there's lots of time at the end for a Q&A. You are able to unmute yourself when we get to that point, so you can ask questions directly. Now, the RSB Transition Leaders Awards are designed to spotlight the organizations, innovations, and people that are delivering real credible impact in the transition to a sustainable, circular, and bio-based economy. Many of you will have seen that we launched a pilot in 2024, and from there, it was really clear that there's already so much happening in our global community of transition leaders doing lots of hard work. This year, we're scaling up with expanded categories and broader reach, and we're really thrilled to be doing that in partnership with our sponsors at Airbus. We face urgent challenges: climate change, biodiversity loss, social injustice, and these awards are about recognizing solutions to these issues in the bio-based and circular economy that already exist and are working. What really sets the awards apart, though, is their grounding in RSB's multi-stakeholder system. Our global community defines what leadership looks like, shortlists the finalists, and ultimately votes to decide on the winners. So it isn't the team at RSB who will be choosing the winners, but a multi-stakeholder group of industry, civil society, academia, and more. Now, why enter? Well, all of our shortlisted finalists will be profiled extensively leading up to the awards, and winners will be celebrated live at the RSB Transition Leaders Gala Dinner in Geneva on the 9th of December. They will be featured on stage in a winners panel moderated by Airbus at the annual conference on the 10th of December. And you will be automatically nominated to the Earthshot Prize for 2026. Yeah, I think there's 6 Earthshot categories, and each winner gets £1 million. And of course, everyone will be promoted widely across RSB and other platforms. Now, onto our categories. We have 6 categories this year. 5 are open to all, and 1 is open only to RSB members. So let's get started. Our first category, Bioeconomy Breakthrough, is for early stage innovation. It's for bold ideas in research, startups, or technology that can transform how we produce sustainable materials, fuels, and products. We have our Sustainable Fuels and Energy Innovation category for breakthroughs in sustainable aviation fuel, sustainable marine fuel, e-fuels, and other technologies powering decarbonisation in hard-to-abate sectors. Our Sustainable Products and Materials Innovation category is for innovative materials and products that reduce fossil dependence, embed circularity, and improve social and environmental performance. Our Leadership in Sustainable Procurement Award is for organizations using their purchasing power to shift markets through offtake, sourcing policies, long-term partnerships. Our Civil Society Leadership for Social and Environmental Impact is the award for civil society actors advancing justice, equity, and sustainability through advocacy, program delivery, or systems change. And finally, our special award, which is for an individual in the RSB membership community who has shown exceptional leadership and long-term commitment to sustainability. Unfortunately, the individual will not be eligible for nomination to the Earthshot Prize, so sorry about that one. Here's how the process works. Entries are open until the 19th of September via our Awards Force platform. After the deadline, all entries are screened for eligibility, and an independent shortlisting committee drawn from the RSB board, secretariat, and our membership will review submissions from the 22nd of September to the 3rd of October. Finalists will be notified by 3rd of October, and from the 13th of October to the 28th of November, RSB members vote to choose the winners. Those winners will be revealed live on stage at a gala dinner in Geneva on the 9th of December. It's really important to note that you can nominate another organization or you can nominate your own organization. If you're nominating in the individual leadership category, you can nominate someone in your own organization, or you can nominate somebody from another organization, but they do have to be an RSB member. Now, to enter, you can go to www.rsb.org/awards, or you can attempt to copy and paste this very long URL of rsb-transition-leaders.award.vote. There are really 3 simple steps. You register an account, you start your entry, you can save and return at any time, and then you must submit before that September deadline. Each category will ask you a series of structured questions with the option to upload supporting evidence. You can enter more than one category, but each entry must be submitted separately. But to help you get to grips with that, I'm going to show a short video explainer put together by our marketing and communications manager, Chris. Thank you so much, Chris. And we will be making that video available on LinkedIn and YouTube. So if you do need to review any of those details, it will be available for you. So just as a very brief reminder of these key dates in the Transition Leaders Awards process, our nominations opened on the 23rd of July, and you have until the 19th of September to finalize your nominations. Finalists will be announced on the 3rd of October, with voting opening on the 13th of October. The voting will be done by RSB members, and the voting will close on the 28th of November. The RSB annual conference, which is really the highlight of our year, will be from the 9th to the 11th of December, with the winners announced at a gala dinner on the 9th of December, and a winners panel on the main stage of the RSB annual conference on the 10th of December. Briefly, I'll speak a little bit about what to expect at the RSB annual conference. It's another exciting year for us, and our conferences, as usual, are not about business as usual. So our theme this year is Plan B, when hope isn't a strategy, accelerating action beyond promises, because we want to move beyond vague ambition and into credible, tangible solutions like the ones that we will be uncovering through the Transition Leaders Awards. The conference runs from the 9th to 11th of December in Geneva. It is free to attend for RSB members with a small registration fee for non-members. It includes a full day of interactive workshops covering topics like book and claim, new frontiers in feedstocks, technical discussions on ESCA, power to X, greenhouse gas calculations, and more. We also have our flagship conference day featuring panels, initiatives, and some provocations from across the RSB community. And finally, the RSB Assembly of Delegates, where members shape the future of the organization and RSB sustainability standards. As usual, for RSB events, there will be lots of time for networking with networking events, as well as the RSB Transition Leaders Awards Gala Dinner. So if you are entering the awards, and we really encourage you to attend, you will be invited to the Gala Dinner. If you win, you will be announced at that dinner and featured in the winners panel on the 10th of December. This is an amazing opportunity and the biggest opportunity we provide all year to connect, to collaborate, and to help drive forward credible action across the bioeconomy. So I really encourage you to register now at rsbannualconference.org and get your place. And with that, I'm happy to wrap things up and welcome any questions. We're really excited to see entries coming in already and to celebrate the leadership already shaping our shared future. As Chris mentioned, if you have any questions, whether it's about categories, the process, or eligibility, now's the time to ask. But you can also follow up by emailing us at awards@rsb.org. Any questions? I see one in the chat. For someone new to RSB, how do they know which category best fits their work? Well, I would really advise to go to the AwardForce platform and review in detail the requirements for each category. They are quite well explained on the platform. Can we nominate a partner organization or supplier we've worked with? Yes, absolutely. We really encourage you to not only nominate your own organization, but to consider who in your world also deserves the recognition. What kind of supporting evidence is most useful to include? Well, supporting materials are optional, but strongly encouraged. The most helpful information or evidence is going to be specific, directly linked to the question you're answering, credible, ideally from third parties or with verifiable data, and concise. I would say avoid long reports unless you reference precise sections. Examples could include emissions data or life cycle assessments, project results or pilot outcomes, letters of support or stakeholder endorsements, photos, charts, or product visuals, sourcing policies, impact frameworks, media coverage, technical briefs. I would say avoid kind of generic marketing material or lengthy decks unless they clearly support your claims. The goal is to strengthen your entry, not overwhelm the judges. Does the person or organization we nominate have to know about the nomination? So no, you can surprise somebody with their nomination, but we will let them know once they have been nominated. Yeah. What are the benefits of the Earthshot Prize? Well, the Earthshot Prize is a massive prize that happens and with an award ceremony that happens globally each year. Last year, Chris and I actually attended the one in Cape Town. So there are 6 categories, and you'll have to forgive me, I can't remember them off the top of my head now, but it comes with significant access to investor communities. for anyone in the nomination, and particularly who reaches the shortlisting stage, significant media profiling, and then the winner receives, I think, £1 million in total. I see a question from Sydney from the Youth Cafe. The application form, Sydney, you can find at rsb.org/events, but I can ask Chris to maybe put the direct link into the chat here. There we go. Thanks, Alez. If there are any other questions, please feel free to share them now, or alternatively, and you're welcome to unmute, you don't have to type in. Alternatively, please reach out to us at awards@rsb.org. I will say I don't expect entries to take more than an hour or two. I know that we ask for quite a bit of information, but the fields are fairly short, and I really do encourage you to think about supporting documents. Although we offer a field for supporting documents for every question, you don't have to provide one, and it isn't going to weaken your entry if you don't have 5 or 6 pieces of supporting information. One piece that really speaks to your overall organization, you can attach that and it will be enough. Do we have to come to Geneva for finalists? I mean, I'm not going to force you, but I will say it's strongly encouraged. As if you are the winner, you'll be invited on stage to make remarks. You'll also be provided with lots of networking opportunities, whether you are the winner, whether you win, or if you are just in the shortlist. And of course, our winners will be on this winners panel the next day. I will say, I know that the idea of being put on a panel with less than 24 hours notice, potentially after you've had a couple of glasses of wine, might sound a little bit scary. We will be providing very, very detailed preparatory notes for you, and really it will be your opportunity to talk about what you're doing. So hopefully nothing too scary. Okay. Doesn't seem like we have any other questions. But as I said, feel free to email us, awards@rsb.org, and very much looking forward to receiving entries from everyone on the call. I really encourage those of you who are RSB members to also think about whether you want to nominate someone in your organization, maybe in your leadership, or someone that you know from the RSB community for that individual leadership award. I think it will be a fantastic opportunity to shine a light on a person who deserves some recognition. With that, thank you so much for joining us. We will be repeating these info sessions in about 2-3 weeks. Hi, Ulrika.
Hi, sorry.
No worries.
But maybe one last question, because I had to step out
Sure.
in the middle. So how is the decision-making progress, or the procedure, sorry, for the various awards?
Sure. Okay. So all of the decision making is done via the RSB membership. So the first phase of the decision making will happen between the 19th of September and the 3rd of October, which will be where we have a panel of RSB members that will be made up of RSB members and board members, as well as 1 or 2 technical experts from the RSB Secretariat, who will do the shortlisting. So bringing us down to about 3 to 5 shortlisted finalists per category. From there, the shortlist will be opened up to the RSB membership. So that's RSB's multi-stakeholder membership, who will be invited to vote for their preferred winner. And the winners will be announced in Geneva.
Perfect, got it. Thank you so much, Hannah.
Sure, thanks, Ulrika. Franchielle, did I see your hand up?
Sorry, I just clicked on the right button.
Sure. Well, it's lovely to see you here. So yeah, if there's no other questions, I want to thank you all for your attention. We will be repeating these webinars if you need a refresher in 3 weeks or so. And yeah, very much look forward to receiving all of your entries. Thank you all so much. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Hannah. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Thanks, Hannah. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.